All right, team, listen up. We're going to break down one of the most incredible turnarounds you will ever see in a playoff series. We're talking about a team that looked absolutely, completely done, only to flip the entire script.
So you got to ask yourself the big question, right? How in the world does that happen? How does a team go from looking like they're packing their bags to suddenly being a real threat in less than 2 days? Is it just a fluke, or is there something else going on here? Well, let's get into it.
Okay, so after Game 1 against the Boston Celtics, the Philadelphia 76ers were in a bad place. I mean, this is what it looks like when a team is about to break. They're on the road, going up against the best in the league, and they just looked totally lost. This is rock bottom.
And just look at how bad things were. Your superstar, Joel Embiid, he's out. The team didn't just lose, they looked, and I'm quoting here, ill-prepared and overwhelmed. There was just no fight in them. The talk around the league wasn't about if they were going to lose, it was about how fast they were going to get swept out of the building.
And then something just clicks. When your back is completely against the wall, you're always looking for someone to step up, right? A hero. But you are never expecting that hero to be a 20-year-old kid, a rookie, in just his second road playoff game. Let's talk about VJ Edgecombe.
30 points. Just let that number sink in for a second. On the road, in a must-win playoff game, in one of the toughest arenas to play in, period. That is just a stunning number. He wasn't just taking shots, he was taking over.
And he wasn't just getting buckets. 10 rebounds. You know what that tells me? That tells you he was battling on every single possession. That's pure heart. That's the kind of maturity you see from a 10-year vet, not a rookie playing under the brightest lights imaginable.
And here it is. This is the real backbreaker. 6 threes. When a guy gets hot from outside like that, it just destroys a defense's game plan. It stretches the floor, opens up everything for everyone else. It's a huge shot of confidence for your squad and a total momentum killer for theirs.
And this really puts into perspective what we just saw. This wasn't just a great game. This was, well, it had never happened before. In the entire history of the NBA playoffs, no one that young had ever put up numbers like that. He's one of one.
And here's the coach, Nick Nurse, breaking it down perfectly. It's all about confidence, right? It just snowballs. For a young player like Edgecombe, you see that first shot go in, then the next one, and all of a sudden that rim looks like the ocean. The crowd noise fades. He got comfortable. And when a talent like that gets comfortable, wow.
But here's the thing, this incredible night, it wasn't really about just one guy getting hot. It was a sign of something much bigger. The whole team's dynamic shifted. This was a masterclass in trust.
And you don't have to take my word for it. Listen to what the man himself said. This right here, this is the whole story. They trusted me. It wasn't just Edgecombe deciding to take over. It was his teammates seeing he had it going, and they kept feeding him the ball. That's what real team basketball looks like. It's a collective belief. I mean, just look at this. It's night and day, isn't it? Game 1 is all about doubt. They were playing like 5 strangers. But Game 2? That's what belief looks like. They're playing with emotion. They're making smart reads, and you go from no fight to a lively locker room. That's the power of trust. It changes the entire energy of a team. And from a strategy standpoint, this win was huge. It was so much more than just tying the series 1-1. It bought them the one thing they desperately needed, time. Every single game they can win buys another day for their superstar, Joel Embiid, to get healthy. They just gave themselves a lifeline.
So what does this all mean? Well, it means you can forget everything you saw in Game 1. This is a brand new series. What looked like a lopsided beatdown is now a legitimate dogfight.
Okay, so now the real chess match begins. You better believe Boston is going to respond. They got punched in the mouth, and their urgency is going to go through the roof. They're going to throw the kitchen sink at Edgecombe defensively. So the big question for Philly is, can you do it again? Can you prove this wasn't just a one-night miracle?
So I'm going to leave you with this to think about. Was Game 2 just a fluke, a flash in the pan? Or did we just witness what happens when a team loaded with talent finally, truly starts to trust each other? Is that the secret ingredient for every great underdog story? Something to chew on.